welcome back. Episode 14 of the...
The fuck are you doing?
Welcome back, team, to the Scratch Record podcast. It is episode 14 of season 3. It is the first one of this series of the two of us.
No, we came back 4 times.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking about this actually. The last time it was just the two of us was when you revealed the set, and then we did one like straight away.
Oh, we did, yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, that was the last time we were on.
That was like December-ish time.
Yeah, that was December-ish time. So it's now what, end of Feb? We've been busy boys. We're back on the grind.
This is the best we've been since Series 2.
Yeah.
Since the Wombats, this is the best we've been now, like these last like 4 or 5 weeks.
We're locked in.
It's much more. It's the first time we've managed to not only be in the swing of it, but also like we're pretty organised for the next like 5 weeks. So
yeah.
It's like it's going to keep going. There's
no
worry of it.
I think that's the thing. And I think that's why we kind of had all these issues in like stopping and starting, because we got into like periods of organisation, but then like I fucked off to uni again, or then we were in different parts of the country, and then we were having to do
COVID
things from bedroom, and then I got COVID for like 7 times again, and then everyone I was around got COVID, and so it all ended up causing shit. But now we're in a swing.
Yeah.
I've had COVID now, so I hopefully can't catch it again.
No.
Touch
I think we're in a nice place with it in terms of like what we're putting out is like the limit. Like we're not pushing ourselves too much with it. I think sometimes when we came back and it was like, right, we've got to do
2 podcasts. Obviously,
like we literally launched 2 podcasts, and then both of them have to be on YouTube, and then all of that's like, and it's kind of like I feel like we've hit like, here's our base layer. As if we're busy, we know for a fact we're going to get a podcast and YouTube video out, no problem.
Yeah, and
then like other stuff we can bring into it, and it's helpful, but like kind of that's easier to be consistent with because we're just like
it's nice. The consistency is something that I feel like I need in my life. That consistency is something that I've been in desperate need for, and I feel like now we have like set record days, and then we'll do this, that, and whatever, and we'll be making sure that things are uploaded on time and thumbnails are done, and you know, like adding my YouTube into it as well. Like it's 2 things I know I've got to release every week. So it's like quite nice.
You've been doing all right on YouTube.
Yeah, man. I'm pretty. If you haven't watched the YouTube, I'll link it somewhere. I won't, because Joe will do it. Joe won't link it. Please link it.
20 quid.
It's hard. It's not like Subbox or Subbox. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we've been doing lots of different styles of YouTube content. I've got a really cool idea for what would be Thursday. Not like Thursday after this comes out, which I don't know whether I'm going to film yet, but we'll see. I'm hopefully going to maybe do it Saturday morning. I'm going to do DMing 100 celebrities. Seeing how well just seeing what pans out from it, because I think that could be really, really sick. Cool. I think that would be.
What are you going to tell them?
Well, I don't know. I think some of them I'm going to ask for a job. Some of them I'm going to like
send nudes.
Yeah, just send a picture of my willy.
No, I do like bum. But like, no, do guess the body part.
Oh my god.
Just DM them a picture of something and then they have to guess what it is.
Oh my god, that's a great idea.
Yeah, that'd be good actually.
That's actually quality.
I DM'd 100 celebrities to play guess. No, you're going to have to title.
That's a piss poor title. I played Guess the... No.
It's the Pepsi Max.
The Pepsi Max.
Yeah. I played Guess the Body Part of 100 Celebrities.
Oh my god,
yeah, that's actually
a banger.
Good. Yeah, don't want to scribble it down for you.
Yeah, write it down. What the fuck is reading the
That's why you see how long it takes to notice.
Oh my god! I hope the cameras picked that up for the whole first bit of the show. I was waiting for how long you'd notice. It's just been like, we were talking about Nazis earlier, and Joe's just doodled a swastika.
I don't even know if it's is it the Nazi way around?
Or is it the Hindu way around? I don't know.
Couldn't tell you.
But for fuck's sake.
I'm just going to put body part.
Yeah, just write it in that one. That'd be fine.
I'm just literally writing body part, and then you'll see it at some point.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I thought
that's quality. Yeah, but yeah. So we've got that coming out Thursday. But yeah, I'm being really on top of doing YouTube videos, and it's been cool doing other stuff with you that's not podcast.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's nice to make
freedom in it.
It's nice to make some different content that's not like just orientated around indie music, which is,
fucking hate indie music.
Fucking hate it now.
Shit.
Yeah, boring. No. Oh, jokes aside, though.
What's squeaking? What is that?
It's my foot on the...
No, it's not.
footstool.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's really good. It's going well, and the sport's been really nice recently. We've had a lot of, like... I feel like we're getting a lot more people, like, even asking to come on and messaging us saying that they've enjoyed an episode and just, like, interacting personally with us a bit more, which, like, I know we fucking love.
Yeah,
like,
sick.
Even just people just messaging, being like, "Oh, it's good that." I'm like, "Thanks."
Yeah,
that's
cheers,
quite
baby.
nice, isn't it? So yeah, we've had a lot of
been
support
good, man.
now that we're back on it. So yeah,
Can you please scribble them swastikas out? Because they're really putting me off. Thank you.
It's this international symbol of peace.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay, moving on swiftly.
Shall we talk about this award that we want people to?
Yes,
now
yeah.
that we're on supporting us.
Yeah, actually, yeah, this is very interesting. So there's a lad in Northampton who is actually doing a Northamptonshire awards ceremony thing. We've been chatting to him about it, and it's really does sound really, really interesting. But we're gonna try and go for the best podcast
like best,
music show or something like
it's
that.
It's like best music show or podcast.
Yeah,
I think is the category name.
and if we don't win it,
We're
I'll be
fucking
pissed
nailed
off.
on. Like,
Yeah, I'll be upset. I will be upset.
Scrapping anyone who thinks you don't deserve that.
I'll fight anyone.
But it's
for
an
that.
interest. It's interesting because I don't know what that does include. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no
Like,
idea.
if
Whether
that
it includes like radio shows
yeah.
and stuff like Kerry Kosh's show and stuff like that, then fair enough. It'd be a bit of a tighter game, but
You're joking.
it'd be a tighter game. I'm not saying that, you know.
Oh, 3-0 instead of 10-0. Like,
Yeah, you know what I mean?
No, all jokes aside, it would be fucking sick if people nominated us.
Yeah,
for
just
it.
send a nomination for it. Kind of just go onto their website or go onto his website, the Northamptonshire Music Awards.
We'll share it about when this episode comes out.
Yeah, we'll clip this up. We'll clip this up and get it shared out. But yeah, just
There'll be links everywhere, but yeah.
get it in. Put us in for nominate us for the Music Awards, which I think that'd be fucking sick. That would be cool.
It would be cool.
That would be cool. That because it just adds a little bit of
I'm putting it on my CV.
solidity. Oh yeah, 100%.
Want a Brit?
Yeah, won a Brit Award. Yeah, podcast Brit Award. I bet there isn't anyone that has a Brit Award that's on their CV. Because if you've won a Brit Award, you don't
Probably
need a CV.
don't have a CV. No. But still, got
Yeah.
a bio.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's going on. It's going on something. I'm gonna post it.
I hope there's an
Fucking
actual
everywhere.
ceremony.
Yeah, I hope there's
And
a
like, we
ceremony.
can put tuxes on.
Yeah, I really want to. I
Yeah,
really
that
am
would be
down to
sick.
get like proper dressed up for it.
Yeah, me too.
It'd be really fun. Like, just get really dressed. Be like, I want to be like that picture of Ed Sheeran where he's being carried out by security from the Brit Awards in like 2012 or something like that, where he's absolutely paralytic.
Battered.
Quality
Channel Sam Fender recently.
Yeah.
I feel like he's been there.
He's been that guy.
He's sick, isn't he?
He's so cool. That stuff that he's doing with the Brit Awards in his local pub.
Yeah, it's sick. isn't
So
it?
quality,
Yeah,
man.
It's so good. Oh, we'll have to do that. We'll give it to the Queen's Head if we get an award.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be fucking joke.
Get like it would say TSRP on it when people get a pint. It's like a little
That'd be
the
really
QR
funny.
code to follow us. Oh, fuck.
That'd be really funny.
We want to win now just to put it in the pub.
Yeah, just to send it to some random local.
No, but it is really cool what he's doing, and it's all like local and different ones. And do you have any that like anything to shout out? That you
Any
think could win? Any
standouts for me?
standouts? Any favourites? I think there's like song of the year, artist of the year, like all your classics. I'm not sure exactly what little niche ones there are, but like,
Yeah.
because I think it's literally goes you nominate now, and then it's not till like September or something that he's actually drawing
okay.
it. It's like a whole year long thing, but.
So then this is where it confuses me because he's doing it in February.
Yeah, so I don't
So
know.
it's
if
like, do you count the end of last year?
It's a bit like when they do the Brits and stuff, though, isn't it? Like, it actually, the votes come from, like, it's not the year leading up to the Brits. It's like a year, 6 months before that.
Yeah, it's not up to the date, is it?
No, it's like a bit before. I don't really know how it's going to work. We need to have a little chat with him, butter him up a bit, and
Yeah,
Maybe.
wank him off.
we could. If it's
That's
gonna
what
get-
I've got to do for an
if
award.
it's going to get us the
If
award.
it's going to get an award, stick
Yeah.
it on the fucking website. That's a selling point.
Yeah. Award-winning podcast. That's actually, that would actually be nice to say award-winning podcast, wouldn't it?
Sponsors, man.
Yeah.
That's the way. I was right.
You said sponsors, you've just said you're going to wank him off. This is not the best time to be selling to sponsors.
No. Once we win the award, then
Right.
we'll sell it to sponsors.
Right.
Well, I feel like our sponsorship. What would be your dream sponsor for the podcast?
That's a good question. Dream sponsor for the podcast. I don't know. You feel like it'd have to be a brand that like got it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's what I mean. So like for me, I feel like
Guinness would be sick.
Guinness would be quality. I feel like that's a little bit like they sponsor like the Six Nations.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, Six Nations and the Scratch Record podcast.
I know which one I'd watch.
The Six Nations.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, no, I think I'd probably do the things that I can see being realistic at some point, being like Blue Chew. Blue Chew's the Viagra one that sponsors it sponsors like Mike Malak's vlogs and like some of like the podcasts in America and that. I can genuinely see that.
Your dream podcast.
No, it's not my dream. I can see that as being a realistic thing that could potentially happen in the future.
Right.
But I think my dream one, it'd be depending on what I need at the time, to be honest. I feel like, tell you what I did comment on the other day. High Ground. I don't know if you've seen High Ground. No. It's a keyboard company.
Right.
And they've recently been, what's the word? Where you get not taken over, but they buy you and fund it.
There is a word.
Not a crude...
amalgamated.
Yeah, it's not amalgamated. It's A, isn't it?
Absorbed. Acquired.
Acquired. 100 Thieves acquired this company called High Ground, right? And they're a keyboard company. They've got nice switches and stuff like that. It's proper. But their whole thing is about being like this like quick selling keyboard. So it's all like sold out in minutes from drop. It's like each one's really rare and they do all this stuff. And I actually commented on it. They were like, they put something on about like, I don't know what they put it on, but I was like, fucking hell, please give me a keyboard. Mine's shit. We'll do it for a shout out on the podcast.
When you've been saying keyboard, I'm picturing like, the instrument.
No. I'm thinking like
when you said yours, I was like, you don't have a keyboard.
I do have a keyboard. I've never played it, but I have one.
Oh, like for a computer.
Like from a computer keyboard.
That makes sense. 100 Thieves would acquire them. They're not buying a piano company. Right.
This is what I mean.
Okay, yeah, so sorry.
Like, yeah, them. I think they'd be a really sick one. Just I really like their keyboards.
Yeah, that would be very cool.
Yeah. I want like one of the American-y type ones, like Lexus. Or like Ford.
Apple would be cool.
They
don't really sponsor anything.
No, they don't. They don't.
Interesting.
No, they don't really, do they?
I quite like that, like, not sponsoring anything. It's kind of, well, we don't need to. Fucking Apple, aren't they? So.
Yeah, I think Guinness would be a good one.
Guinness would be, that's the ideal, really. Lifetime supply, like, black card type thing. Where you just, like, put your order in each month, how many you want, and they just send you it.
Oh, my God, yeah.
And then, like, just slap their logo everywhere.
So down. You can do whatever you want to this studio if Guinness sends a sponsorship.
Paint it black.
Anything,
with a big
man.
Guinness thing. That would be fucking...
Yeah.
We should do that anyway. Just put Guinness X tier something regardless of the fact that they don't sponsor us. Just claim they do until
How
they do.
quick would it be a cease and desist order? Like, how quick would we get sued?
It'd be quite funny. Do like a TikTok, like posting a podcast every time saying that you're sponsored by Guinness when we're not, until you do.
Get better on your name, Joe.
Gonna fit in
I'm not sure we're going to be able to write that with a little TikTok font that comes on.
I need to scramble those words around a bit. You get the drift. Yeah, I feel like a cool beer sponsor is really
beer would be the
a brew
way,
dog would be cool, to be fair.
Yeah, brew dog. What else do we drink a lot of?
Just dodgy local ales, so it doesn't really work as well. That we could probably pull off.
Yeah. Phipps I'd be down for. Phipps sponsorship would be quality.
Like a Warner Edwards would be cool.
Yeah, Warner Edwards. Well, they're just Warners now.
Warners.
Don't they? Warners.
Yeah,
don't fuck up. They're like, bought Edwards out.
Acquired. No. Not really.
No, I don't think that is the right use of the term. But yeah, something like that would be really cool. Or, yeah.
Nominate us for the...
nominate us for
I don't know where we would with that.
Yeah, nominate us for the award,
Yeah,
please.
there's a box. We'll put the links. There's a box where you literally put, like, your name, your email address, and then it's like what category, and then you just type in who you're nominating. So whack us in, because that'd be cool. If we can get nominated at least, then, like, that'd be sick. I don't know how then it works, but, like, if we can just be in and around it,
Yeah.
Get to go to the ceremony in our Texas.
Yeah.
I'm fucking happy. So, but check out the whole project anyway, because it's a cool.
Yeah, the project's so sick. So sick. Who's the standout for you then in the local scene?
Yeah, that was the question.
That was the question where we went off ball.
That was the question.
The Barrett's new singles quality.
Barrett's new single. I think seeing them live reinvigorated a bit of a, like, excitement.
Didn't realise we were for four.
What? If you can say the words, you can take the piss out of me, right? But until then, fucking shut up. You can't come at me and say for borers. For fuck's sake. That's actually shocking.
Oh,
shit,
fuck off.
Yeah, fucking sick. And like, yeah, because obviously they're having quiet for quite a long time, so you always remember they're a fucking good band in the scene, but like drift off a little bit, and then it was like new singles really good, and then you see them live, which we hadn't seen them live before, and it was like, they are. You kind of remember how good they are. And you're like, if they can, they've just got to step up. I think obviously Sarpa are killing it like they have been for a while now.
Sarpa will get album or EP.
They've got they're going places. They're going to fucking America. When literally been talking to them, been like, they were like, we're busy on that date because we're in America, and you're like, that's fucking cool.
Don't leak the future guests.
No, we might be talking about something else. We're talking about us being on their next album cover.
Yeah, Naked Shoot.
Yeah. The classic Rolling Thunder deserve
everything.
See, that's the Port Royston Club.
Yeah, it's quality. Bedford Squires.
We should go to that. It's in June, I think.
Is it? Yeah, I'm down. I'll do anything.
We'll do anything.
Yeah, I mean, nowadays.
Oh, everything I'm going to say is inappropriate for the podcast. Shove a cactus in your eyeball, like inside the socket. Like one of those little ones, and like shove it, like you put it on, and then I like jump and stamp on it, and it goes in your eye. Did you do that? No, exactly. So point proven. Roll of Thunder are good. Anything else? A couple of bands.
Stereo
Ghosts. They are. I'm
loving their TikTok, bro.
So good.
Since we found their TikTok, I didn't realise that the content was there like that.
No, it was fucking because they're coming up on my For You page now, and again, and like they do that like when the pick me boy. I can't speak today.
Yeah, innit?
When the pick me boy like has a breakdown over the emo song, and they're like he just like starts crying talking about it, or they'll like quality. It's like when you're just trying to listen to a song and this guy ruins it, and he's like, oh yeah, like when you listen to the bass, did you hear what they've done there? Like that's so good, and it's so complicated. Yet it's like I just want to listen to the song, mate. Like, and I'm like, that's so funny. They're good.
They're good lads. They're good lads. Yeah, Ben in it, one of the lads that does the TikToks. I've known him for years now, and like I've never seen that side of him. Yeah, and I was like seeing it on TikTok. I was like, you're funny.
That's funny. Yeah, I think because obviously they're a bit younger as well, and even like the whole in-betweener stuff. I'm like, I always think that age group just won't get it.
Yeah.
We were, if anything, quite young for in-betweeners. Like it came out literally like mid to late 2000. We were young when it came out, and obviously then like you still watch it when you get a bit older, but like for them came out like 10 years before they were able to watch it. So then I'm like, the fact they've then watched it that
some of them
still get it.
I think some of them will have only been like 2 or 3 when it came out.
Yeah, we'll say it came out in like 2008, I'm gonna guess ish. I think the movie was 2011. So then the series would have been like 3 or 4 years before that.
I remember that. I remember the first one coming out, the film coming out.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Good film. Quality film.
Good movie. But yeah, they like the fact they get that sense of humour is really cool. So Stereo Ghosts are sick.
Who else would you?
Yeah, I was going to say a couple of bands over the last couple of days have followed us, and it says in their bio like Northampton-based band. I've never heard of them. So I think there's and with I think there's like a few new ones cropping up. I haven't had a chance to.
This is why we need a venue.
And listen to them because might be good.
This is why we need a venue. This is genuinely why we need a venue. Like, I love the Black Prince, don't get me wrong. I love the Gary Baldy, don't get me wrong. Love this new basement that's popped up at the House of Dapper. Like, yeah, fucking brilliant, but ain't mine. Ain't ours.
No.
We need that.
We could burn them down.
No, because none of that happens.
we won't. I promise we didn't. It was coincidence.
That never happens.
How can you burn down a basement, Elliot?
Yeah, true.
There's a philosophical question for you. Can you burn down a basement?
No, burn it up.
Burn it up!
Burn up! Burn up! Roll it up! Burn up!
Oh dear. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
For me, I think there's a lot. There's a lot
cropping up, and I think the space
bubbling.
It's exciting space, man. It's an exciting space.
It's an exciting space, man. Oh, I'm so happy to be on the moon. I remember why we don't do podcasts, just the two of us. I completely remember that now. Oh yeah,
Chaos.
that's why.
Absolute
How is it more chaotic when it's just this should be the easiest one to keep on track? We've only got to keep each other on track.
Yeah, but that's the issue.
Need a tissue.
Fuck off. I'm walking.
Okay.
I'm walking. I'm gone.
Mainstream news.
Mainstream news. Let's get raw into the news.
That's definitely copyrighted. I don't think we could use that. What's been going on in the news this week, Elliot?
Oh, I've read the first one, but we can't talk about that straight away.
Okay, do you want to talk about the second one then?
Well,
I'll tick him off for you.
yeah. So, Adele at the Brits. I want to talk about this because I didn't really notice it happened until I started hearing a lot of people talk about it. To be honest, I didn't watch much of the Brits.
No,
I'll hold my hand up. I didn't watch a lot of it. Saw clips, snippets. I was going to say clippets. Snippets that like came up on TikTok and stuff like that. A lot of people rinsing what KSI wore. The H.
Anne-Marie fell down the stairs.
Anne-Marie fell down the stairs. H and the chicken shop woman.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Amelia de Moldenberg.
That's it. That whole thing was sick. H gave her $1 million.
See Louis Theroux went on her chicken shop date.
Yeah, quality,
fucking funny,
top notch stuff. Like
good.
I think there's a lot of I saw a lot of clips like that. But then there was an issue with Adele, which I saw about her saying she was a proud woman.
Yeah.
But did she win an
award?
She won an award, but I don't know what category the award was in. And then people just getting angry that she said she was a proud woman.
I don't know if we're underqualified to speak about this. I don't have any understanding of why that's an issue.
Yeah, no, me neither.
And either that's ignorant or there just isn't one, and it's a kind of just social media thing. I don't really. No, I think didn't she say she's the proudest woman on the planet or something? And then people were like, I don't know. I don't really get why people.
I don't understand it. I think there's a lot of things about it being that someone who's made. I feel like we're very, very. I don't know the information.
We'll
around
skim
this.
over it quite quickly.
But yeah, no. Someone seemed to be mad about it because she can't say woman or something like that on them lines.
Yeah, like then people can't kind of like identify with her as a role model because she's outwardly said she's a woman.
Yeah, yeah. Which to be fair, I think is waffle.
Yeah,
personally, all for everyone of whatever gender you feel you are, or whatever gender you feel you're in the wrong place, or whatever you identify as, like that's chill. But I also think like Adele being Adele, she is what she is too. And I think you've got to have that if you want people to have that respect for you and your what you identify as. You've got to also respect.
It's got to go both ways.
It's got to go both ways. So as me, I identify as a man. Well, a male.
Mm-hmm.
I identify as that. That's what I am, and I am a proud man. But like, that's not. I'm not saying that people have to look up to me or have to identify with me to understand what I'm saying. I think there's a flawed logic in there of like just you understand the proud section. Like, why does it matter what gender they are?
Yeah, I think this, as you say, it's from my understanding of it, and I'd love if people do want to educate us because we've got this wrong, then please do. But my understanding of it is that I get that, but as you say, if you want everyone to be understanding and inclusive, which like absolutely should be the case, everyone should be understanding what people want to do, then it has to go both ways.
Yeah.
If that's what she wants to identify as and be proud of being as a woman, then that's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
If that's not what you want and you identify as something else, and that's also absolutely fine. I think everything's fine. That's what I don't piss me off about everything from.
Yeah.
We were talking about it the other day. It's like when people are vegans and then everyone else around them has to be a vegan.
Yeah.
It's like, you've got your beliefs and that's amazing, but other people have different ones. It's the same issue with politics and religion and everything. People, your opinion has to be like pushed onto other people's. Like if you're doing your thing, someone else is doing theirs, and like it's cool, isn't it?
I was saying I've got lines of what I where I draw things as right and wrong, and I think everything's pretty much sound until it gets to unless you're impeding on someone else's freedom or someone else's life. As soon as you start impeding on someone else's freedom and someone else's life, whether it be physically, mentally, or whatever, then I think that's where you become in the wrong. And I think that is the finite line, or being overtly disrespectful. That's where I kind of draw my lines in morality, is like, if you're making the jokes are okay. People will be offended, but there is a difference between a joke and a statement of truth or true to them. And I think that's where it can become, that's where I think that lies, that moral ground is drawn. That's where the path is for me. Like, I find if everything is okay, everyone can do what they want, as long as they're not impeding on someone else's life physically or mentally, then that's I think, right and wrong. That's where it's at.
I think they're being pressed on this sort of stuff, like, is counterproductive. It's one of those things, like, Adele is not the problem here.
No.
Like, there are genuine issues, and like, I know, like, in cricket they've been talking recently of changing, like, all the terms of, like, batsman to batsperson and, like, batter, because it's more inclusive. Amazing. That's true. If it's all known as batsman, that is instantly a barrier into the sport for women. It's like, it's a lot of this stuff. That sort of stuff is like, that's important. That makes sense. That means come in and be like, saying batsman all the time. Can we just say batsperson? And then you don't.
Or batter.
Like, exactly. I mean, that stuff like that is what matters. I think Adele saying she's a proud woman, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I don't really get. I think when people are focusing on that, it takes focus away from the stuff that can be changed and does need to change. And like, there is kind of like, there is productive routes in society that you can take that are simple and effective. But I don't think that's one of them.
I think we fucking nailed
that. Next.
Moving on. Another thing that happened, there was some awfully sad news this week about the passing of Jamal Edwards. And I wanted just to kind of use this space just to kind of share our condolences and our respect to him and everything he did within music journalism and within aspiring independent artists and helping them out as much as he could, because a lot of people will know him as just SBTV, where he helped the come up of Stormzy and he helped the come up of a lot of these new high-end grime artists. He helped all that come up, but also he did a lot for the publicity side as well. So he did a lot for radio hosts, he did a lot for presenters and people like that. He gave them all breaks out of areas of poverty and stuff like that. And I think he was really important, and I think we have he had a lot of subconscious effect on what we do, because obviously I spent a lot of time listening to SBTV back in, 10, 11 years ago when Ed Sheeran was first doing his stuff with Devlin and all of that jazz, where Jamal put them on with no experience at all from both sides. So I think what we're trying to do in the scene of indie music is be that for people and be that for artists and give them that pathway in. And he was one of them people. I got really quite emotional when they were doing the like long 15-minute news beats about it, because I was like, you forget, like, he's one of them people that like behind the scene was very rarely on camera, and he was always constantly coming out with new ideas of like finding publicity for people. And I was like, actually, it was just his acts were all completely selfless. And he was one of these people that just kind of wanted to help everyone and wanted to give everyone, like, I never got the pleasure of meeting the man and I wish I had done, but it's just a really sad affair, really, of him being, he was at the Brits like the other day, and he was, was talking to Big Nasty the day he died, and they were organising something for the next week and stuff like that. Just all a very tragic, quick death. So
31 is like
terrifying, man.
The most depressing thing about it, I think, it's like that age is almost just like
so much more he could have done as well.
It's crazy what he'd done by that age as well, because like a lot of this stuff is like years ago where he started.
Just with a camera.
And you're like, he was like 18.
Yeah.
Like that's insane. And I think like the thing for me, like I never really like took in a lot of his content. It wasn't really my scene particularly and that sort of stuff. But I think as an innovator and as a creator, it's always just sad that someone like that has like left any scene, because I just think like I think this whole generation of like YouTubers and creatives like stems from people like that who did it first. Who kind of went, you had mainstream media and he's one of the first people to go, to do it another way.
Yeah.
To go, I'm actually going to do my own thing, and like I'm smart enough and creative even enough to make it bigger than mainstream media.
Yeah.
Anyone who's done that and challenged the kind of existing stuff, like, is incredible.
Yeah.
And I think an awful lot of creative people in the space now owe it to him, because even if it's not, as you say, even if it's not directly, even if you've never heard of him, the fact the space is there for you, can probably attribute back to the work that he did. So
100%.
It's a really sad time.
Yeah, grime wouldn't be anywhere near it'd be. Pop wouldn't be anywhere near it'd be right now. Popular culture wouldn't be anywhere near it'd be right now if it wasn't for him and SBTV and that brand that he created from just being bought a camera back in, back 12, 13 years ago. And he just decided to start filming people, and it grew and grew and grew, and they got views, and it just, that was the YouTube algorithm, and it helped him out massively. But he had that mind that was there, and he utilized it in a way that a lot of people don't get the opportunity to. So massive condolences to his family and stuff like that. So we're, it's just a very sad period of news, really, that had come out this last week or so.
I think we've done well to be serious there for a bit.
Yeah, man.
Shall we rip the piss out of Liam Gallagher?
Yeah, I want to rip the piss out of Liam Gallagher. Right. Liam, my friend, if you ever need help with social media, please stop going to major corporations, because what you posted the other day with your track list was one of the worst things
It was odd. It was
I have ever witnessed.
Yeah.
It was horrendous. The
like Love Actually style like things, and him being like fucking
I'm like, and it was just so uncomfortable to watch. It was awkward. There was so many better ways you could have announced your track list. But I guess some mastermind might have been like, let's do this really awkward because it's going to go viral. It's Liam Gallagher doing something really fucking stupid.
Look,
but it's Liam Gallagher, man. You're cool. Well, you're cooler than that.
Yeah,
You're so fucking cool. You're cool. Why the fuck have you been passed on by someone in like the enemy's office being like, oh, I know what you need to do?
Yeah, that's all it is. That's all it is. It's a tick box of him like clearly has a marketing campaign behind it, and part of that is make sure you post, like, even if it's once a week on TikTok with something to do with the album, because it will just generate a lot of interest. And it's like it is a lot of eyes on him, and it's eyes on him that, like, to be fair, that sort of stuff that's going to reach the people that don't already know. Anyone in the scene knows Liam Gallagher's got an album coming out. You don't need to worry about them people. It's the kids and whatever, these people that might not know that they're trying to reach. I get it, but the thing is, he's so funny on his own. I just he needs to just sit down. I hate when he stood up, just like prattling about. I hate when he stood up. Just sit down and chat some shit.
Tell you what, the worst part about that was that the camera angle made him look so short.
Yeah,
so
he
short.
He is quite little, I think.
No, but like it made him look little. Like it wasn't a very nice camera angle.
No.
But they were,
there's better things that could be done. But it was funny. It did make me chuckle.
Tell you what, I would have personally done for the track list is I would have done some form of Liam Gallagher treasure map sort of thing around Manchester or London, where you went round and you found each like billboard had a different track in it, and it was a track list, and you did like a treasure map that was on. You had to buy something.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
You know what I mean?
You could literally do like posters on walls that have QR codes that bring up the next clue, and then you just go fire, and then like you just scan them and go to the next one, and then like the last one would just be the track list up somewhere.
That'd be so sick.
Yeah, it would have been sick.
So sick. Yeah. See, well, how long do we spend on that? Fucking 30 seconds. We already made a better fucking
This is why it works though. Creative idea. Here's actually logistically how you do it.
Jobs are good. If anyone needs any help with single releases, album releases, or EP releases, we do take commission work.
100% of your EP profit goes to us. Thank you.
Thank you.
The other Gallagher's been busy as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, fucking Noel. Noel's been out here gallivanting around, doing his thing, gimping about.
Have a little play around with Deco, was it?
Yeah. I actually thought that was a fake video.
Yeah, me too. Me too, because it looks like he's reacting to something else and someone just overlaid the Deco.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I did think that as well when I saw it, but
apparently not.
Yeah,
pretty sick, actually. Really massive that Deco's had that recognition properly from Noel Gallagher, instead of just being like they spoke to us on the podcast about being allowed to not release it or whatever it was, just to know that it was happening. But now the fact that he's heard it and can understand the actual brilliance and sheer brilliance of it, I think is really important. I think it's done us fucking wonders.
It has done us wonders. Yeah, I mean, if you've not seen it, there's literally a video of someone playing the Deco Wonderwall 80s remix to Noel Gallagher in a car.
Yeah,
and he does look like he fucking enjoys it.
Loving it.
He's loving it, and they posted it, and it did really well. It went semi-viral and went everywhere. Of him reacting to it, and also did well for them. But we saw a little spike on the Old Deco podcast.
Yeah, we see a lot of people were interested in our Deco podcast because we specifically spoke about it.
We did,
and to tell you why, this is my personal opinion on why they've come to us. Why people are listening to our one that are actually interested in the story. It's because they know that the stuff that was on Good Morning Britain around the time of it and stuff like that, it was all waffle. Whereas we get the real interviews from people. We get the real things that have happened. And,
I do agree. I'd be really interested. And this is why I want better analytics on our stuff. Where they have come from, though. When you just if you Google, I haven't done it, but if you Google Deco Wonderwall remix, I'd be surprised if we were near the top.
Yeah, or even if we put
Deco interview, even maybe more likely that we'd come up.
Yeah,
but really, so if you've watched that, and do you know what's interesting? Actually, I went on the Spotify statistics, and for that Deco episode, our age demographic is shifted right up to nearly 80% 45 to 54-year-olds, males.
That's mental.
They're literally Noel Gallagher
Tell
fans.
you what I bet has happened. I bet they've put in Oasis, Wonderwall, 80s remix. That's what's come up. They've clicked on it. That's why we've had so many starts. They've clicked on it, realised it's an interview, and then clicked off.
No, they haven't. They've listened to the whole thing.
Well, a lot of people have. A lot of people have seen it as an interview and gone, oh, yeah, shit, actually, this is interesting. But I think there has been people have thought that it is potentially the track.
Yeah, because I'd be interested if, we'll have to play around with it, what you put in on Spotify to make it come up and stuff. But yeah, it was interesting because it kind of, although we obviously attribute it to this Noel Gallagher video, we didn't know. Then when I saw the demographic of who had been listening to our podcast, I was like, they're Noel Gallagher fans. I was you could just see that 80% male, 80% 45 to 54.
Oh, 100%.
So I was the boys are here. Here we go.
It's so sick. We've seen it's been our best week on the podcast for statistics on Spotify by tenfold. By crazy amounts. And we saw it all come through, and I messaged you. I sent you a voice note. I was like, bro, because I saw the analytics and I was like,
what the fuck's going on?
Not that many people listen to Stanley's interview in comparison, because that was what released on the same day that we saw the spike. And I was like, I looked at the Stanley's and then looked at the weekly listens, and I was like, that don't.
It's about normal tracking.
That's on track for what we normally get listens. And I looked down and looked at the analytics of what had been listened to this week, and it was 5x on Deco's podcast, and I was like,
what? Yeah, it's funny. I've actually got a video on my phone, and it's since the Deco podcast release, it's the weekly views. So you got it's got a little spike at the start when it came out, and then it's literally every now and again it's had a couple, and at the end it literally just does that right vertically upwards. It's well funny to scan across, and I was like, oh yeah, everyone's come across it. So that was sick. Thank you, Noel.
Yeah, thank you, Noel. And if you ever want to come sit down here in my seat here, I'll be on the other side of the table. The offer is there. The offer is there on the table. Noel Gallagher, if you are listening, we can interview you in a more relaxed setting. You get to see a dog.
Yeah. That's not a euphemism for his bumhole.
No euphemisms here. But that, genuinely,
Genuinely, no.
No, please.
We would like you on. Well, we don't have Noel on, but we do have some quite exciting stuff in the pipeline.
We do. We're not going to announce anything yet, but we have some incredible stuff coming up with the podcast now. Now we're back in a swing of things. We're starting to get back into our stride. We have a guest booked in now.
Barack Obama.
I've got his book over there.
Yeah, but she not read.
Yeah, no, of course not. It's 10,000 pages.
Shame.
It's not Barack Obama, but it is someone that you will have definitely fucking heard of.
Yeah, I think there's next week's episode's really cool.
Next week's episode's really sick.
It's been in the pipeline for a long time and will be really funny.
Yeah.
And, there's a few other bits to come around that one as well, which is really cool.
Yeah. First time we've done a couple of things that.
That one's really exciting, and then after that, when we've got a few lined up, and I feel like I want to drop like a hint, but like something that's really rogue, and then if anyone got it, it'd be impressive. But I don't. We should have prepared that. And then I don't want to say that it's going to give it away. They will be our biggest guest yet.
Including the
wombats.
100%.
To make the wombats look like fucking
children. No, they don't. I think they're on very similar. They're similar paths as the wombats. They're very, very, very similar. They're actually doing very similar things. If you've seen their Instagram stories recently, they've just released a very similar project. Is that too much? I don't know. You're gonna have to be in the swing of it to be able to get hold of that.
It's exciting.
It's exciting, and there's a lot of massive potential on the podcast now. So keep it tuned in. Keep making sure you're subscribed. Make sure your notifications are on. Making sure you're following on all of our social medias, because we're going to be posting lots of stuff over the next 3 to 4 weeks of a lot of crazy things. So keep in tune, keep involved,
keep talking to us as well. I do love no matter what you've got to say. We're even like, drop us a song you've been listening to, drop us a bit you enjoyed from the podcast, like drop us a guest you'd like to see. Like, we post some stories and we get some good responses to that and stuff, but like when people just drop us a message out of the blue, that's like the thing. Like when you check your phone, it's like, someone's just said like they listened to this episode, and just say you listened to it. You don't have to say it's good.
Yeah.
Just be like, I listened to it. I'm like, sick.
Yeah.
So, no, it's like, cool, man. Yeah, we love that sort of stuff.
It's cool putting like faces to numbers.
Yeah, 100%.
Like it's just we just see numbers that are 9 times out of 10 wrong on our analytics.
Yeah.
So we just see numbers that are bollocks, but there is people out there that listens, because hence why it's in different charts and stuff. So like
popular music podcast on Spotify. Do you know what? It was actually a funny moment when I found that, because I went on the like music commentary one that we've been in before on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
And I scrolled through it and I was like, nah, we're not in that. And I was like, let me have a look at the music one. So I went on like the music charts, which is like the top 50.
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, we're not in that.
Yeah,
I was
funny,
like, fair enough. Like that is a big one. And then like just went on music, and it was like popular music podcast at the top. And I was like, I'll just give it a scan. And then like scanned across, and it was like, it was there. And I was like, that moment you're like, what the fuck? That's actually sick. Like that's literally, you literally go podcast music, and then we're just in the top bit.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, no wonder we're seeing a few streams from that. It's really quite high up on that.
Pretty tasty actually.
Yeah,
it's nice. Cool. It's nice. So Spotify, thank you for the push. And if you want to buy the podcast, it's there for sale.
£25.
Whoa, no, that's not a legal binding.
We're on a 60-40. No. You don't get much of that. 60 me, 30 Chris. You can have 10%. You have £2.50. Oh, that's fair.
That'd be so sad.
Well, here's what it is.
It is what it is.
It is.
Would you sell to a studio?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Good question, boys.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Depending, like if I wouldn't if they wanted like any sort of creative control
or ownership.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want like ownership of the brand.
But if it was exclusive streaming rights only.
Yeah. Or like production rights where they get like a certain element, like the certain booking and stuff, like they take a proportion of money earned.
Yeah, of course. And then
I just still want to own the brand. Although that's all I want to do is I want to own the brand, and I want to just make sure we have creative control in the sense of we can veto guests.
Yeah, and just control everything. Like just
content, everything.
I wouldn't want to go in and then be like, here's what you're going to talk about today. Here's what you can and cannot say. Like that would not lead to anything good. But I don't think like especially what Spotify are doing doesn't seem to be remotely that. Like every podcast that I've listened to that is like obviously just their own stuff, and then it's become a Spotify exclusive, has not remotely changed. I mean, listen to Jackmate's one. I think it's got like worse in terms of like they just
content.
Like now that they don't have to like worry about getting the views, they just chat shit now. They have not like kind of stopped them and been like, right, you're going to be professional. But their guests have gone up and up and up. So it's like, if it was just going to be that sort of thing, like we'll be exclusive to say Spotify, and then they just sorted your guests. They sorted us like a nice studio somewhere and paid us money.
Be tight, man.
Yeah,
take me, bro. Take me. Take me.
And to be fair, if someone wants creative control for enough money, I'd probably still do it.
Yeah, probably. The conversation will be there. It'll be had.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's our shit, man. Like, I don't want to sell up too much. I just want sponsorships. That's all I want, man. That's the next goal.
Yeah, we can get a little something, I think.
Something, and there's something.
Some of the ones coming up.
Yeah. Well then, what a pleasure.
Yeah, it was
very
nice.
much. Thank you very much for listening, everyone that's involved. If you're still here, make sure you're liking, subscribing. There's a lot of stuff coming over the next, 3 months that's left of the series or something like that. 4 months that's left of this series. Yeah, lots of exciting stuff coming. So make sure you subscribe, the notifications on. Follow us on Instagram.
Nominate us
Twitter,
for an award.
Nominate us for an award. Anything else to report?
I think so.
No? Well, we'll see you all soon. Peace.
Why'd you do a little laugh?
I don't know. In my head, I went, goodbye.
You're obsessed.
Yeah.